Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We got an absolutely stunning day. We're going to go out after the ormers, but I'm in a different place today because I want to see what's around here. I haven't been here in over a year, so we could find some lobsters, scallops, you just never know. So stay tuned, baby, it's Smash Fishing. Woo! First stone of the day. Nice harbour ragworm there. If I was bait collecting, I would have kept that. The amount of sea hares on this rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 sea hares on one rock. Because that tide's going down so quick as well, they're all just sitting on top of the rocks, but they will move around as soon as the water's low. What a cool little species. Little feisty lady crab. Lovely sized sea urchin there. Always love the yellow, always love the green and the pink tips on these. Brilliant. You got to watch it if you're lifting stones though, because if you get your hand on top of there, it will hurt. Lovely little creature. All I'm doing at the moment, guys, I'm just working my way through this little boulder bed, just seeing if we can find any big ormers. There's a little one there, little baby one. It looks like people have been to this spot, but you never know. You can never get every single rock. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's what we wanted. Yes. There we go. Look at that. That one's in a mile. That's a lovely sized little ormer, that one. Oh, a lovely sized ormer, shall I say. Pop her off. There we go. One down already. Nice exantho crab there. I have noticed lately that all of the snake lock anemones are really vibrant. You can see the pinks and the greens showing up when they're in the water at night time. It looks amazing. There you go, one abalone down, baby. Look at that, absolute miniature one, about the size of my thumbnail. The amount of small ones we've seen this year has been off the charts. I've never seen so many small ormers. It's amazing for the future. Look at that, what a beauty. Hell yeah, that one was only clung to the rock very lightly. Look at the colours on that one. What a prime specimen. Beautiful. In the bag you go. That's 2 down. And what I'm really doing at the moment is just I'm working my way through all these small rocks, because a lot of the time, I've said it a lot in previous videos, that people always miss the smaller rocks. And often there's a lot under it. Just make sure you get your rocks back exactly how they were, and you're good to go. It's off with that so far. We've got a bit of an onshore breeze today, so I'm trying to keep out the wind a bit, but this little gully that I'm in is actually ideal, really. What a beautiful day to be out. Come on, you ormers. Hopefully we can get a few more, then we'll move on to try and find a lobster maybe. Another little miniature one there. Usually if you find a little one, move the rocks around it, because often there will be more. They tend to huddle together quite a lot, ormers. Look at that, all the long claw porcelain crabs. And right here, it's a tiny little brittle star. They're so pretty. Getting loads of pink ones this year. Absolutely loads of them. Just make sure he's free from any rocks. Another one, just out of size, that one. You can see how small the rock is. See, they're not scared to wedge themselves right underneath these little tiny rocks. It's amazing to come back down this spot, because like I say, I haven't been here in over a year, so you sort of lose touch where all the good parts are. a little tiny baby one there. There's an ormer in here, guys. I don't know how big it is. It wasn't on the rock very tight, so I just quickly popped him. There we go. I don't think that one's going to be in. Here, go back nicely. It's always best if they're stuck to the rock properly. Oh, look at that. That one is about 1 millimetre out. My gauge is 3 millimetres over the legal size limit. You can see how small that is. See, I wouldn't even keep that even if it was legal. It's tiny. But yeah, all you got to do is just try not to pull them off. If they're singed to the rock really tight, then don't pull them off. But if they're just there really loosely, then it's fine to take them off and you can just plop them back and then make their way back into the hole. This is the sort of stuff that the all the ormers will feed on. All the different sorts of allweed and rack, all the dulse. They love all this sort of stuff. And that's why they're always right on the shore edge. Big old rock pool here. Some huge shrimps underneath this little ledge here. I was just feeling around and there was loads of them. Nice little ormer though. Haven't found any big ones just yet. But still time yet, come on. Another ormer here, guys. Broke the shell a little bit off the front, but it's inside still anyway. So beauty, another one down. Just working my way around these big boulders at the moment in the gullies here and just putting my hand on to try and feel them because every rock has just been turned. Heading off to a new spot now, guys. We got the 3 ormers, I think, 3 ormers, and it's been quite dead. I was walking for a long way and not finding anything, so what I'm going to do is hop on my bike and then we go around the island about half a mile to a new spot where I know there's some lobster holes around there and there's a good chance of some scallops maybe. But I've got some salt with me as well, so if we find any razor holes, we'll try and get a few out. See you there, guys. Harry. Flat out ormer mission, baby. Come on, I'm hoping we can find a lobster, that'd be nice. But anything would do. It's more just a prospecting mission today. Just in spots that we just haven't been to in a while, over a year, so a lot of the beaches in Guernsey change in a matter of a year. Definitely a bit more of a windy beach, this one. I'm going to head right out to the water's edge and we're pretty much in just a random forage now. If I see any rocks that I think haven't been turned, I'll lift them for the ormers, but our main goal is to try and find any of the other decent species, a lobster, a scallop, pretty much anything really. Right, mission on. Pretty sure I've just found a razor clam hole here, guys. That's what I'm going to do. Put a load of salt in there and see if we can get it to come out. I've just found a spot with loads of razor clam holes. So what I'm going to do is just keep walking back and I'm going to keep filling them all. Hopefully we can get a few to start popping up. Check this out, guys. Got a spiny cockle here, or queen cockle. Look at that. Awesome looking clam. They're really spiny as well. I'm not a fan of eating these at all. I don't think they taste very good. You find these right on the low water edge. Look at that. Awesome little species. They got a big tongue inside that they flick out to try and bury themselves back in the sand. I don't think this one's going to open though. Here we go, guys. There's one coming out. Look at that. There you go. That's the razor clam. Awesome, and these are delicious. Great bait. Just all round perfect they are. So So we're going to start salting a few more holes now, and hopefully a few more start popping up. That's the razor clam. This big hole right here, this is called a gaper clam. And these, they don't tunnel down like the razors do. So what you can do is just get your hand and very slowly, because these can cut you, is just dig down. And what will happen is you will come across its shell. So you just dig your way down until you start finding it. And these can be down quite a long way as well. They're usually around the 18 inches. I've just seen a razor clam go down as well. Wow, this one is deep. Is that him? Oh, there he is. And what you're doing is when you find the shell is go down with your two fingers either side of it, and you can slowly work this clam loose. And this is a great bait. Ideal bait for gilthead, bream, bass. And what we'll do is just wash him off. There you go, look at that clam. That is a beautiful one, that. Ideal bait. I don't really eat these very much, but I do prefer them for bait. I see you, Mr. Razor. Took some time to come up some of these. There you go. One razor clam. Lovely job. If you get any this sort of size, they're really not worth taking. So if you just dig them down a little bit, and what they'll do is just keep them out of the bird's sight, because the birds will gobble them up in no time, and then they'll go back down. It's an even bigger spiny cockle there, the size of this one. That is an absolute beast. What a monster. I don't know if you can see there the orange underneath. Really orange they are. Nice. I've decided to take a couple of these home because we're doing a clam cook. We'll sort of vary it up, and we'll try these in a different way, because I only boiled them last time. So there we go. We'll get those in the foraging bag. None of the razor clams are really coming up at the moment, so we're going to quickly grab my hook, because that tide's going to start shooting up soon, and then we're off, go for a bit of a lobster mission. We're on the right tracks. A nice little baby one there. And what I'm doing now is I'm following the tide up. I'm just going to lift the stones in the meantime and just hope we get a decent ormer. It's amazing how the ormers actually get in here. Come here. There we go. We got it. Nice size ormer there. Lovely job. No more in there. That's a shame. At least we got one out of it. Check that rock out. It's 2 easy keepers on that one. Nice. 2 ormers down. That was a nice little double on that one. Another beauty. Just in this small area I found a little pocket of them. That's what we want. Nice size ormer. And they're popped off. Lovely job. Starting to gather up a few now. I've got a few different bits and bobs. Lovely job. See that little baby one on there? I'll just get the rock back. Felt that one under the rock. There's no way of lifting that rock, it was too big. But it shows if you just stick your hand under, you can find them, you know. There's a conger under there as well. Oh, that's the lobster gauge. Oh, that's definitely in. Another keeper. That's what we want. They all seem to be a good stamp as well. All good size ormers. I'm just searching on the bottom of the rocks as well, just in case. Finding more today in the cracks and the little tiny boulders. Look at that for an ormer. Now that is a mother. That's a proper ormer right there. You can see the age rings on it. That's a stonking ormer. Starting to gather up a bag full now. That's what we want. Come on, you little stones. Got another one there. I don't know if it's in there. Are you in? Oh yeah, she's in. Finding a few here. Happy days. Another one there, guys. Just in the crack of the rock there. You beauty. Another lovely sized keeper there. I'm actually working my way up the beach at the moment, so I didn't really expect to find a lot. We've got a crow shouting at me at the moment. He doesn't like that I'm finding all of his ormers. And what I'm doing is I'm just going around the rocks that I think people haven't lifted, and seems to be working. Nothing under that one. Nothing under that one. Big lady crab there. That's a big old sea hare. Look at the size of that one. That's a monster. Ah. Back you go, buddies. So here we go, guys. We actually did alright in the end with the ormers. Got our clam there, and what I'm going to do is just check them like we do every trip, just to make sure. That's a beauty. That's probably the biggest one of the day. That one's in a mile. Really didn't expect to get this many ormers. I was looking for lobsters, but none of the holes had anything in them. That one's in a mile. This is that broken one and it's still in. Happy days. That one's definitely in. That one's definitely in. We actually did really well. Just check this one. It's always good to double check, because the last thing you want to do is get caught with an undersized ormer. Those are definitely in. And then we got our two little spiny cockles. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to let these go, because I've got the razor clams, I think. Where are the razor clams? Oh no, the razor clams fell out the bag. Well, that's great. Yeah, the razor clams are falling out my bag, guys, so I've got no razor clams. I did have 4 in there. Oh well. Right. Right, there's 2 ormers in there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get off stone. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 ormers, 2 spiny cockles and a gaper clam. I'm going to let these go, and what I'm going to do is we'll have a cook up of ormers tomorrow. That's a shame, I wanted those razor clams. Back down on the sand now, guys. Gonna let those little cockles go and they can live free. I got a big bag of ormers, so I don't need to take none of them. I would have if we had the razor clams to do like a bit of a mix-up cook, but no point taking just 2 with no razor clams or anything. Back in the kitchen now, guys. We've got our 2 lovely size ormers there. I cleaned them up before I put them in the fridge. I've done a lot of cleaning videos on ormers, so you can see previous videos if you wanted to check it out. What we're going to do, as always, is just get the tenderising hammer and give them a good old beating. There you go. That's one ormer ready, nice and flattened out. Just get the other one done and we're on to the next step. So what we're doing with these, we've got the good old panko breadcrumbs out, and we've got our ormers, and all we're going to do is get a little dose of flour on them, just to dry them out a bit, and into the egg wash, get it nicely covered, and then get loads of panko on there. Get these ormers nice and crispy. And that's what you want. Look at that. Perfectly coated ormer there. Absolutely delicious. So we'll get that on the plate. We'll get the other one in. So what I'm doing with these guys, we've got some delicious lettuce here. We're going to make a delicious little taco with them. Breaded ormer, nice and crunchy. And look at that, lovely white flesh. We'll just spread that in there. The panko breadcrumb will make this. Be perfectly nice and crunchy. And check that out. Yum. All we need now, a bit of sweet chili sauce or whatever you want to put on it really. And get that on there. Yum. Making my belly rumble already. Check that out. What a beast. Beautiful. Why not sit in the garden, eh? Beautiful. Nice little bit of lunch there. Delicious orma, bit of lettuce and sweet chili sauce. What more would you want? Those ormas are so tender. That panko breadcrumb just gives them that nice little crunch. Absolutely delicious. Check that out. I reckon a bit of garlic mayo with this would actually make it a lot better as well. You can't go wrong with a bit of sweet chili sauce. There's not one bit of chew with this whatsoever. So easy to eat and so delicious. Yum. So I won't leave you any longer, guys. You can tell I'm enjoying this when I start going quiet when I'm eating. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you want to check out Sam's Instagram, the link's in the description. If you want any merch, the link's in the description as well. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and like the video. It's smash fishing, baby. Woo!